We're going to explain how to fix the failed to execute child process error you might see when using terminal shortcuts in Linux. This frustrating error usually means your system can't find or run the command you're trying to execute via your shortcut. Let's tackle the most common causes and solutions. 1. Verify the command's existence and path. The most basic reason for this error is that the command itself doesn't exist or isn't located where your system expects it. First, double-check that the command you're using in your shortcut is spelled correctly. Then try running it directly in the terminal without the shortcut. If it fails there too, the command might not be installed. If you're using a custom script, ensure it's executable. Check its permissions using lsll and use chmod plus your script @sha if needed, and that the path to the script in your shortcut is accurate. If the command is a program, you might need to install it using your distribution's package manager, apt, yum, pacman, etc. 2. Examine the shortcut's definition. Your shortcut is likely defined in a configuration file, potentially a desktop environment-specific file. These files might vary depending on your desktop environment, GNOME, KDE, XFCE, etc. Common locations include your desktop files, often in local share applications. Carefully examine the execs line in your shortcut's configuration. Ensure the path to your command or script is correct and absolute, starting with rar, or make sure your shell's path environment variable includes the directory where your command is located. A common mistake is using relative paths that might not be correct when launching the shortcut. 3. Check for permission issues. Even if the command exists and the path is correct, permission problems can cause this error. Make sure the user running the shortcut has execute permission for the command or script. As mentioned earlier, commod plus X can help with scripts. If the command is a program, check that the installation is not corrupt and has the necessary permissions for the user. 4. Investigate environment variables. Some commands rely on environment variables. Your shortcut might not have access to the same environment variables as a normal terminal session. If your command needs particular variables set, like Java Home for Java-based tools, you might have to explicitly set them within your shortcut configuration or script. 5. Consider shell compatibility. If you're using a script in your shortcut, it's possible that the shell specified in the shortcut, e.g. bash zzh, doesn't match the shell used to create the script. Make sure the shebang, the -bin bash or similar line at the top of your script, is correct. Inconsistent shell usage might result in the shortcut failing to interpret the script properly. 6. Check system logs. If you followed the steps above and still have issues, examining your system logs can give you valuable clues. The logs contain more detailed error messages that might pinpoint the exact cause of the problem. The location of the system logs varies depending on your distribution. You might find useful information in system's journal logs, journal.exe, or in other log files related to your desktop environment or the specific applications involved. 7. Reinstall or recreate the shortcut. As a last resort, try reinstalling the application related to the shortcut, or simply delete the existing shortcut and recreate it from scratch. Ensure you accurately copy the command and check all paths again. By systematically working through these points, you'll significantly increase your chances of resolving the failed to execute child process error and get your terminal shortcuts working as intended. Remember to replace placeholders like your script.sha with actual file names and paths.